Well, I'm just surprised that no one attempted it sooner. You know, with all the rhetoric and all the nonsense out there, I'm surprised it took this long. Good thing he missed, though. Trump gunman, an outcast who wasn't let on school rifle team because he was a bad shooter, which means a cringe nerd. Thomas Matthew Crooks has been described by classmates as a loner who regularly wore hunting outfits to school and was bullied almost every single day. A recipe for disaster, especially in America. The 20-year-old lived in a well-off city in Pennsylvania. And there he is there, the guy that tried to nay the God Emperor. Even a god can bleed. Thomas Matthew Crooks has been named as the gunman in the assassination attempt against Donald Trump at a campaign rally on Saturday evening. Described as an outcast who regularly wore hunting outfits to school, Crooks lived in a well-to-do city an hour from the scene of his assassination attempt. Investigators say bomb-making material was found in a vehicle at his home, and that's the guy there after he got nay-nayed by a sniper. The FBI named him as Thomas Matthew Crooks after around 7 hours after the shooting, and Trump got the Mike Tyson special. Fortunately, that's all it was. Law enforcement said Crooks was 20 years old and from Bethel Park in Pennsylvania, a predominantly white, lucky him, relatively well-to-do city in the southern part of Greater Pittsburgh. The site of the rally, Butler, is about an hour's drive north of Pittsburgh. Crooks was registered as a Republican voter in Pennsylvania, but federal campaign finance reports also showed he gave $15 to a Progressive Political Action Committee on 20th of January 2021, the day that Biden was sworn into office. An outcast who wasn't allowed onto the school rifle team. A high school classmate, Jason Kohler, 21, said that Crooks was a loner who was bullied so much in high school. He would regularly wear hunting outfits and was made fun of for the way he dressed, Mr. Kohler said. I mean, if you're turning up to school in a hunting outfit, like, that has school shooter written all over it. Right, I know. I realise there's some parts of America where that would actually be seen as like quite normal. They all dress like that. The fun parts of America that are full of people that I like. But if no one else is doing it and then you just kind of like turn up in like a hunting outfit, basically that's the kid you're really nice to. So that when you're sitting under the table, you can go, it's me, it's me. Remember when I gave you my chalky milk? Like, that's, be nice to that kid, right? But I mean, if you're turning up in a hunting outfit, yeah, you're gonna get targeted. That's what happens in high school. What's the Japanese saying? The nail that stands up the most is the one that gets the hammer, right? Don't try and stand out. We're all different and unique and special in our own ways. For example, some of us can fucking shoot. He would sit alone at lunch. He was just the outcast, Mr. Kohler said. It's honestly kind of sad. Crooks tried out for the school's rifle team, but was turned away because he was a bad shooter. I mean, we know that now, said Frederick Mack, a current captain of the team who was a few years behind Crooks at the school. Michael Dudjak, 20, who went to school with Crooks for most of his life, recalled him as a relatively reserved and quiet classmate. He didn't hear or see Crooks being actively bullied by their peers, Mr. Dudjak said, but Crooks was on his own a lot. He couldn't recall Crooks ever being outspoken about politics or very active on social media. Mr. Dudjak was with some friends and acquaintances from high school Saturday night when he learned that Crooks was the gunman. They were all in shock and couldn't fathom the news, he said. What the hell is going on? Thomas Crooks' father, Matthew Crooks, reportedly told CNN late on Saturday night that he was trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but wouldn't speak about his son until after he talked to the police. Crooks used an AR-style rifle, which authorities said they believe was bought by his father. Kevin Rojek, FBI special agent in charge in Pittsburgh, said that investigators did not yet know if he took the gun without his father's permission. Crooks worked at a nursing home as a dietary aide, a job that generally involves food preparation. Marcy Grimm, the administrator of Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation, said in a statement she was shocked and saddened to learn of his involvement. Ms. Grimm added that Crooks had a clean background check when he was hired. He is believed to have won a National Maths and Science Initiative Star Award worth $500 on graduating from Bethel Park High School in 2022, according to local news site The Tribune Review. Demolition Ranch, yeah, he was wearing a Demolition Ranch shirt when he tried to do the shooting, so, like, I don't think he liked Demolition Ranch. I think he actually hates them, because I'm just saying, if I was gonna do a mass shooting, The first thing I'm putting on, Vosh t-shirt, Young Tucks hat. All the people I hate, I'm putting their merch on. Right, and then as soon as and then just as I'm getting out the car, subscribe to Vosh. You know, man, like, you know what I mean? That's what I would do. Right, if it was someone I liked, I wouldn't wear their merch when I'm about to assassinate a fucking president. Because he's still president in here. In here. He's still right next to Rhodesia. It's all in here. He also appeared to wear merchandise promoting one of YouTube's most popular channels devoted to firearms during the attack, NBC News reported. Very, very strange that it went after something, with firearms. He was committing a firearm offence that usually gets everybody to be like, ban guns, ban assault rifle, all that usual nonsense. And then he just so happened to be wearing a t-shirt for one of the most popular gun channels out there. God, what are the chances? It's crazy, absolutely wild. He was wearing a grey t-shirt with an American flag on the sleeve and block lettering that was partially obscured in photos from the scene. The appearance and lettering on the shirt matches a shirt for sale by firearm YouTube channel Demolition Ranch, which obviously means that they planned the entire thing and this is all their fault. Demolition Ranch tried to kill Donald Trump. It would have been a wild video. I mean, number 3 on trending, at least. Would have been a great video. Anyway, this political assassination is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. After online speculation grew about the gunman, Demolition Ranch's founder posted to social media, sharing photos of these shootings' aftermath, writing, "Last night was crazy. I've got news stations calling me, asking if I ever spoke with the shooter. What the hell?" I don't believe I've spoken to anyone that's ever bought my merch. Oh, wait, I have. It shows, actually. They come up to me like, and I'm like, you bought that? You're dumb. I'm kidding on. Thank you for buying my merch. Almost no one does now. I actually forget I have merch sometimes. Demolition Ranch has over 11 million subscribers on YouTube, where the channel frequently posts videos about various types of firearms. Again, obviously, that means that this entire thing was their fault. That's how this works. You're just not media literate enough. Police said they were not taking for granted that this was a lone wolf attack, and the attack has now been described as a potential domestic terrorism act by the FBI. Authorities also said during a news conference on Sunday that there were suspicious packages around where the gunman was. Excuse me. A body with a rifle beside it was visible to members of the public on the roof of a building near the rally after the attack. And this is the part that's making everyone a little bit suspicious. How was he able to get up there? How was he able to sit up there for so long and not immediately get nay-nayed and had a lot of time to line up a shot and round up? How many times did he shoot? 6 times? He shot 6 times. He hit Trump in the ear. He hit 3 people and killed one random poor bastard in the crowd that was just there to see Donald Trump. That is, I don't know. Something's off. Loads of people are going, it was staged, and I'm like, maybe it was, but I think we disagree about what way. FBI Special Agent Kevin Rojek said at a news conference that investigators had not yet identified a motive for the shooting. He wanted to kill Trump. There's your motive. Why did the guy want to kill Donald Trump? I believe it's because he wanted to kill Donald Trump. Because he's literally Hitler. Literally Hitler. And this is where we're going to point out all the nonsense stuff. Loads of people like CNN and other places in the media were like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, it's shocking that the politics has come to this. We wish Trump a speedy recovery. No. You cannot. You cannot spend the last 8 years saying that he's literally Hitler and then wish him a speedy recovery. You don't get to do that. And then there was even places that were like blaming Trump. Oh, Trump contributed to this rhetoric. Yeah, the old look what you made us do. Yeah, go for that one. Try that. Judges love that in domestic violence cases. But it's like there is something sus about it. How was he able to get up there, right, without being spotted? And what's this whole? Oh, but apparently the sniper teams have got orders not to shoot first. What? So let the guy fire his first shot. Hope that it doesn't hit the target you're supposed to be protecting, and then shoot him. I mean, you're just lucky he wasn't a good shot. You're just lucky. Like, that would have been, by the way, if Trump had died that day. Oh, god damn, everybody buy tinned food. That's that, man. Like, that would immediately have just kicked all of America off into, I'm an American. I do that all the time here. It's a funny question to ask in Scotland and Ireland. I'm Christian. What kind? Where'd you keep your toaster? But yeah, like there is a lot of stuff about it, and you're getting people online as well that are like, it's a shame that the guy missed and all that stuff. No, that's terrible. Like one thing that I will say though is like, maybe it's a little bit fortunate that these people commit acts of violence, because one thing that I've said and I will always stand by it is anytime you kill someone or commit like a major act of violence in the name of your ideology, you've just knocked your ideology back 10 years. That's what you've done. That's what you've done. Like, see, for example, me, Hoppy libertarianism, see if some little gimp out there was like, hey, Dankula, I've got fucking 500 rounds of ammunition and I'm going to fucking, everybody wear a red shirt so I know you're cool. I'm snitching. I'm snitching immediately, because I would like Hoppy libertarianism to be successful, because I think it would be an absolute net benefit to all 8 billion people on this planet and the French. But like, I want it to be successful, so I'm not having some little dipshit out there going out and screwing it up and getting it set back 10 years, right? As soon as you go out there, it doesn't matter how correct your message is. Like another example I gave, fucking Uncle Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. His message is factually correct. He is right. The advancement of technology has been a massive detriment to mankind. However, the method that he went about doing it was not the right one, because it's only just now, roundabout now, that people are starting to go, yeah, okay, the bombings were bad, but he is kind of right. So it took decades for people to, for his like message to start. It's not mainstream, but it's creeping, it's growing little roots here and there. But that's what happens when you commit violence in the name of your ideology. You just turn the general public against it, and you turn the general public against you. Like, see, if I came out with something where it's like, I'm going to start a movement that's against people being mean to puppies, I'm objectively correct. You should not be mean to puppies. There's no one that's going to disagree with that, right? And if they do, they're a monster. They should die, right? But see if I then go around and start bombing kill shelters and stuff like that, and killing dogs and killing the people inside, doesn't matter how correct my shit is, no one's going to back it up. People are going to go, actually kind of like hated puppies like the entire time. No one's going to want to be associated with that. So do not commit stupid acts of violence in the name of your ideology, because all you're doing is damaging your ideology in the long run, right? And if you go ahead and do it anyway after knowing that, then it means you don't actually care about the ideology in the first place. You're just a little violent mutant, right? That's all it is. But I do love the fact that everyone's laughing at him because he's getting clowned on massively by both sides of the political spectrum. And what was it people called him? Retardy Oswald. Which, that's funny. Like, I'm sorry, that's a banger. I want that in his wiki page. Retardy Oswald. Everyone update it. Do it right now. Right, but again, and as far as see with the amount of rhetoric where Trump is literally Hitler when he gets in, he's going to put everybody into camps. They said the exact same thing last time, and no one got put in any camps. There was no summary executions, there was no drone strikes on civilians. That was Obama, right? There was none of that stuff. There was none of that, right? But people still said it anyway. But the rhetoric continued. Now, basically, the reason I've said this is the reason that the media turned so hard against Trump is because they were the cathedral, as it were like, oh, he's just an idiot. Nobody's going to vote for him. It's fine. And then he beat Hillary, and everyone was like, shit, fuck, shit. This was not part of the plan. Everyone, let's just turn the dials on the media right up to 11, stir up the rhetoric a little bit, and let's get rid of this guy because he's fucking with our plans and he's not in our special little club. And the dial gets stuck, right? Now, the dial can go back, but it's going to be a long and slow process, and you have to hope in that time that nothing else dodgy happens. But now, the fact that someone managed to come so close, yeah. Just see when if any of you are going to any Trump rallies, get some level 4s on.